Good day, students! It's a brand new and a wonderful day to learn a new lesson. I am hoping that everybody is eager to learn. I'm Miss Rada Talib, your teacher, broadcaster, in Physical Education 10. I guess everybody is ready for our lesson, and I know that you are excited too. Today, we are going to discuss active recreation sports. You might be thinking that active sports are for those who are young and physically robust people. No, you're wrong. Sports is for all, just like education. It can be learned for as long as the mind is open to learn new things. Our lesson for today is based on the most essential learning competency of Department of Education, which expresses a sense of purpose and belongingness by participating in physical activity-related community services and programs. Before we begin, learn that at the end of the lesson, you will be able to, number 1, apply things you have learned about sports into another context. Number 2, design a multimedia advertisement promoting sports. And number 3, promote sports as a means of achieving fitness in this point of time. Sit back, relax, let's begin. How do you feel when you stayed at home during the community quarantine? You have probably played many different sports, but it may be hard for you to describe exactly what makes a physical activity a sport. First, let us know what is physical activity all about. Physical activities does not mean only for exercise. It can be doing household chores, running errands, and gardening. It can also be recreational through sports. Sometimes, a sport can be done as a form of active recreation. Now, let us see what is active sports really all about. Active sports are really challenging because vigorous physical activities involve using a lot of energy, means exerting effort to perform an activity. It might not be your personal choice, but I know you can learn that. Do you have any idea what are those sports? That's right! It can be basketball, volleyball, badminton, and many more. Let us define the word sports. When we say sports, it is all about physical activities that use the large muscles of the body. Since in sports, you are going to exert an effort to achieve a goal, and your body plays an important role in every movement involved during that time. Second one, well-defined rules, and typically involves competition between individuals or teams. And the last one, typically require a strategy, which is an overall plan, and tactics, which is the specific plans to meet your goals. Next is lifetime sports, are sports in which many people participate at all ages. Since we are talking about sports, you as students, how can you participate in your community through sports? Yes, as you can observe, basketball and volleyball leagues led by Purok or barangay youth organizations are widespread nowadays, and it brings so much energy to the community. And that will be your opportunity that you will participate because you are really belong. Now let's proceed. What is active recreation? Recreation refers to activities that you do during your free time. That free time that you have with you make a big difference at your young age. It is fitting to develop leadership skills through sports, especially in your community. And you have many friends that can help you with your goals or organizing or promoting sports in your own way. Since we're talking about recreation, there are many forms of recreation. We have painting, enjoying music, reading, acting, playing games like cards or board games. But that recreation do not use large muscles and performing activities. So, if we are talking about physical recreation, it is a recreation that uses large muscles of the body. And we've mentioned that earlier, right? Alright, I will show you now an example of active sport and the basic skills. Now, what can you see in the pictures? It is an example of active sports, the basketball. Yes, you can still participate in different active sports while you are with your family. You can lead them and organize an activity that will give them enjoyment, and at the same time, you made them feel belong. I will show you pictures and guess what that picture is portraying. Right! The basic skills in basketball. Dribbling and shooting are the basic skills in basketball, in which you can make an activity out of that skills. You can have drills and exercises using that following skills. Now, aside from those things, we should not forget the benefit of sports and recreation. It is also a great way to meet friends and enjoy social interaction. And they will help you work as part of the team. There is no best sport or recreational activity for all people. What is fun for one person might not be fun for another. Each sport and activity have its benefits. You should choose an activity that's fun for you and that provides benefits that are best for you. Active lifestyle means doing physical activity every day, those activities that gets you up and keeps you moving. Active sports are physical activities that entail the use of muscles in the body guided by rules and most typically involve competition. It also requires strategy and tactics to meet goals. Community is a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristics in common. And lastly, leadership is the art of motivating people to act toward achieving a common goal. This will help you to remember the things that we have discussed a while ago. And before we will end the session, I want to give you a facts about our lesson. Sports and recreation are activities can be adapted for people with disabilities. In beep beep softball, the ball makes a beeping noise so that people who are visually impaired can participate. Now, take that as your motivation to do great and participate more in different active recreational activity and sports. Not because you are able to do it, but because you can do great and you can do more. That will be all for today. I hope you have learned a lot and see you in our next lesson. Once again, this is Ms. Radet Talib, your teacher broadcaster in Physical Education 10.